Oh my gosh. I am tired and groggy. And kind of feel like crap. Had a runny nose and some sinus drainage when I went to sleep, and now it's just kind of bleh. Well, the runny nose seems to have stopped, so there's that.
Do you need some work done on your home, or are you about to take on some do-it-yourselfing? Before you pick up
I think today is March 6th.
Rosie,
let me check my thingy. Yes, it's Monday, March 6th, 2023, 6:13 p.m. I did not go home today. As you see, I didn't land far from home. But, oh wow. For some reason, Phoenix completely got rid of the double yellow line there. Oh, you see that? See the line? See the Lime scooter. I think I mentioned it. Oh, a Lime scooter on the ground. That's fabulous. I think I mentioned it in one of my recent videos. I saw some Lime scooters. I'm a little groggy. Everything from the past few days is a little fuzzy right now. Hopefully it'll come back to me soon. All I'm knowing right now is I need to get to work. But first I need to get home and feed the cats. It's because I got sidetracked in a good way on the way. Wow, look at this. Homeless people debris right here. God damn.
After serving as CEO for the Children's Action Alliance, says she chose him.
That is crazy that they're not, that they're, that they need to throw all the garbage away. It's ridiculous.
Matthew Stewart resigned back in February. Failed Secretary of State candidate Mark Fincham was sanctioned by Maricopa County Superior Court for a groundless election contest. The court's decision stated that both Fincham and his lawyer filed election contest lawsuits against his opponent, Adrian Fontes, quote, without substantial justification. A Moon Valley High School student facing charges for allegedly bringing a
First I heard that.
Phoenix police say upon first contact,
Yeah, I didn't think, honestly didn't think Fincham had a leg to stand on whatsoever. I mean, if you go back to my vlogs from the time, I was super curious about the Kari Lake one. It still kills me how many people are still convinced that Katie Hobbs stole the election. But I watched the majority of that trial, and a lot of people thought it was stupid that the trial happened. I was actually kind of glad it did, as I did have my doubts, and I felt that the trial took away most of my doubts. So, anyway, I gotta run inside and feed my cats. I'll be right back. Well, I'm not my start. Wow, the camera's shaking like crazy. I might not be right back because I'm definitely gonna need to watch my
Live from the Valley Chevy Dealers
traffic
Center.
report.
Well, outside of a few tidbits on the freeways, we can just about stick a fork in this ride. The downtown is recovered. In fact, the only freeway slowing I'm seeing in town is westbound I-10, a little spot west of 59th Avenue. That's it. Now,
wow.
Just out.
It's going to be a good drive to work. I don't need a bad drive to work today. All right, 6:24. Damn it, I missed the light.
And it broke ground February 26, 2020, near 24th and Roosevelt Streets. It's going to replace a more than 50-year-old facility. The Valley ranked as a top 10 metro area for economic resiliency during the pandemic, according to a Brookings Institution report. Our partners at Phoenix Business Journal report that Brookings Metro Monitor 2023, a report that offers a comprehensive look of how the pandemic impacted metros with populations better than 250,000, put the Phoenix metro area in the
cats are fed.
nationwide. performing well for inclusive growth.
Sambo's been locked in my bedroom
economic
since
during the public health
I went to work yesterday.
Wall Street today,
Whoops.
the Dow up 40, the S&P up 2,
Poor
the
thing.
Nasdaq dropped 13. For more money news, go to the KTAR.
He knocked a bunch of
Business
shit off my
Center at
desk, and I can't even blame him.
A judge has sanctioned Secretary of State candidate Mark Finchem for his efforts to overturn the midterm election. We're less than 5 minutes away from more on that story, and we'll check traffic too. KTAR News Time 625.
Breaking news, traffic, and
Said
weather
moron.
24/7 with traffic updates every 6 minutes weekday mornings on Arizona's only all-news morning show. Arizona gets its news from Arizona's news station. KTAR News on your radio at 92.3 FM and streaming live on the KTAR News app.
It's time to have your cruise checked out to make sure it's ready
And
to
more
safely
Lime scooters
roll
on the right.
I use Any Hour Services.
When I came by here the other day, the
experts,
Lime scooters
super
were-
friendly, professional, no upsell. The highly trained Any
Were,
Hour techs
staged.
take care of all your heating, maintenance,
And those are all
repair,
parked
and replacement needs.
at very
Call
specific
602-609-7187.
locations, neatly in line.
602-609-7187.
Facing the same direction. In fact,
Or
there's an
schedule
example
online
right
at
there.
anyhourservices.com
Just like that.
/Phoenix. Be sure to tell them Jamie
With the
sent you.
handlebars turned to the right. The way those were sitting at the bus stop, they were staged like that. The ones I just passed earlier were not parked so neatly. As I've mentioned on this blog many, many times, I work for, God, I hate that hat. I worked for Lime for just about 2 years. It's, it almost feels like ancient history, because that was like 2018, 2019. I believe my last day was January 10th, January 11th, something like that, 2020. So yeah, that's in the distant past. And it's not something I can go back to. They've changed the way their juicer program works dramatically. My job at Amazon is actually a whole lot better than that anyway. But I just love the look of those new electric Amazon vans. Anyway, I gotta go back. I left something in the woman's bed. I'll be right back. And welcome back, YouTube. Yeah, don't walk in front of me. A pedestrian just about walked in front of me without looking. I don't understand why the pedestrian is not using the sidewalk. This street has a completely acceptable sidewalk, and the pedestrian, oh, they're back on the sidewalk. They were walking in the street, like literally behind me, as if they were a car. On that note, Road Guy Rob just did a new video. I know I've mentioned Road Guy Rob before. Just dropped a new video about jaywalking, kind of the history of jaywalking. Go ahead and turn in front of me there, asshole. Thank you. And how it's being, or might be, decriminalized in California. Like basically an elimination of all jaywalking books to make jaywalking completely legal in California. And then kind of went to point out that none of the jaywalking laws are really enforced in California, much like most of the other laws in California. Oh my goodness, I'm still not feeling 100% healthy right now. It kind of hit me at work yesterday. I was and shortly after I got there, oh man, I didn't get a left turn arrow. And there's a car behind me. And that's totally because the car behind me was right up on my ass. If that car behind me would have left a car length's worth of space between him and myself, we would have got that green arrow. Yeah, bit of advice, like when you're behind a car at a left turn lane in Phoenix, specifically in Phoenix. If you can see the see the cracks in the road where the sensors were put in, make sure that when you're the second vehicle that you stop right there where the sensor is. But if you can't see it, always leave about a car's length between you and the car in front of you. That's how you get the green arrows. That's how the sensors work. Anyway, I was able to make a quick left turn. That's a good thing. I did just now check the traffic, and it's green. There's no, like, the traffic lines on Google Maps, green all the way to work. So it should be a nice, fast, uncomplicated commute. I might actually make it to work on time. Still March 6th, 6:38 p.m. It's my oldest stepsister's birthday today. She would be 52. And I'm absolutely not in contact with her at all. I feel like maybe last year or the year before, as it was approaching her birthday, I contacted my oldest sister to get my oldest stepsister's phone number. And she gave it to me. Or gave me an address or gave me some kind of contact information. And then I never did get around to contacting my oldest stepsister. Seen her or heard from her in decades, but I've heard secondhand through my mother and my oldest sister some stuff about her. As kids and teenagers, we were really, really, really close. Yeah, even before she was my stepsister. Let's just say I come from a broken home, and there were some interesting connections that became different connections later. But anyway, I often wonder what she's up to and how she's doing, especially on her birthday. I've got a vehicle next to me with no headlights and no taillights on. Oh, that one ain't. That guy ain't even got daytime running lights. He's just rolling into darkness. I don't think I ever do this drive to work after the sun has gone down and don't see one person driving without. There's always one that feels headlights on the freeway is optional. And tailgaters like this SUV on my right here, that's just the normal. So, aside from the fact I'm still kind of feeling like crap, it's, I think today qualifies as a good day. Boy, I slept good. And I slept really good in the woman's bed that I normally don't sleep good in. So. Wow, nice car. Sorry about your penis. That guy is definitely compensating for something. lights right next to each other. Red truck, white SUV. Number 2 and number 3 that I saw. There have probably been some other ones I didn't notice on the way. Since I'm generally paying a lot more attention to the vehicles in front of me than I am. Hi guys. Yeah, he's just changing lanes. So yeah, I slept really good, and I'm going to attribute that to the girlfriend taking care of the 2 Fs. She took care of the 2 Fs that a woman should be doing for a man if they're in that kind of a relationship. So, yeah, both of the Fs. She fed me also. And ordered like pretty good quality delivery as opposed to putting something together, which honestly I prefer. And it was funny how that worked out too, because apparently her driver's license still says she lives at my place. I didn't find that out until yesterday. I kind of have some mixed feelings about that, but we've already had run-ins with the police after I kicked her out, and the driver's license with my address on it was not enough to convince the cops that showed up that she belonged there. So that's a good thing. Anyway, we're pretty much past the whole phase of me being worried about her trying to break into my place. So there's that. Anyway, she said that to get the food delivered, that she had to go over to my place because they won't deliver to where she lives, which I think is super weird. I tried to get an explanation from her. Wow, we have a semi with no tail lights. I expect a lot more from my CDL drivers on the road. Yeah, no headlights on that semi, no lights on that semi at all. Yeah, it used to be truck drivers were consistently the best drivers on the road, but it doesn't really seem to be what it used to be. I hear there's a truck driver shortage, and I understand that kind of stems from the fact that doesn't pay what it used to pay. So long-time truck drivers are getting out of it. There's a lot of new people driving trucks. They don't know that when it's dark they need to turn on their damn lights. So, wow. I gotta admit though, that's not something I think I've ever seen or noticed before. Anyway, yeah, she said she had to go to my place. She took off for a while and then came back. And I'm like, I'm not going over there. And she's like, no, I just gotta sit parked in front for when they roll up. I'll show them my ID. And I'll get the food. I'm like, okay, that's weird. Which gives me the feeling she's done that before. But I'm not sure where she got the food from. She had me use their app to do the ordering. And it was certainly more expensive than I would be willing to pay for that sort of thing. Although I get the feeling the delivery was free. So I could be wrong, but if it was a price including delivery, it wasn't terrible. But it was still a lot more than I would pay But I ordered a jerk chicken wrap, and the wrap was very, very good. And a smoothie. The smoothie was excellent. I forget what all was in it. It was like strawberry and banana and coconut and white chocolate. I think it had some kind of cutesy hipster name. I don't know, Bahama Mama or something like that. And also ordered it with like a kale, some kind of a kale apple slaw. See, it comes with a side, and that's the side that I ordered. And they instead delivered this bag of cheddar sun chips. I don't know how you misstake how you misread an order as kale apple slaw, how you misread that as sun chips. And when I was looking through their options for sides, it was kind of a different sort of side menu option, list of side options. One of the options was sweet potatoes, which was very appealing, but that was like $2 extra, and I already was feeling like I was putting the woman out too much, looking at the prices on the menu as it was. But yeah, $2 extra for the sides seemed a bit much. I mean, I'm the guy that usually goes to places that has $2 entrees, so you know. But there were several different options for a bag of chips. There's another vehicle with no lights on. What am I at? What's my count up to? Like 5 or 6? And it feels like that semi should count for more than one, because that was ridiculous. I'm sitting here with my blinker off. Yeah, there were several different options for bags of chips. I give them props. The brand of chips that they offered. Of course, I got Sun Chips. That was the Harvest Cheddar, which I'm not very fond of. And they didn't have original Sun Chips. That's kind of a pet peeve of mine. Because I do like the original Sun Chips. If you're going to sell the Harvest Cheddar Sun Chips, for God's sake, at least also sell the original Sun Chips. It's like having barbecue Fritos, but not offering regular Fritos. Or offering cherry Pepsi, but not actually offering regular Pepsi. However, it's a really common thing. I often see places that have the Harvest Cheddar Sun Chips and don't have regular Sun Chips. In fact, of all the side menu options that were given to me, that was the only one I would have liked less would have been just an apple. Now, there were 2 fresh fruit options. I could have got an apple or I could have got a banana. And I'm not going to lie, I contemplated the banana, but from a financial standpoint, that seemed tough, because buying a banana from the grocery stores, you know, still I think only about 20 cents. So, whereas rando bag of chips is typically about $1 to $2, depending on where I buy it from. Since I generally buy those sort of things from vending machines or convenience stores, it's generally speaking $1.50 in my world. So, not that I would buy the Harvest Cheddar Sun Chips. I'm not so fond of Harvest Cheddar Sun Chips. I like the regular Sun Chips. Don't like the Harvest Cheddar Sun Chips. Don't get me wrong. I don't get it twisted. I will eat those at work today. So, and yeah, the apple, definitely my least favorite option. And my teeth are just not really good enough for eating an apple straight. And I've never been fond of just eating an apple straight. In fact, the only way I particularly enjoy eating apples is sliced and dipped in peanut butter. And I actually have like a special apple slicer at home, but that was at home and I wasn't at home. Wow, dude. That was some shitty driving right there. The semi truck definitely sitting with its left turn signal on. Now, granted, it should be up against the center line if it's sitting there with its left turn signal on. And two people felt the need to pass a semi turning left on the left. Now, granted, the semi should have been right up against the double yellow line, or the dotted yellow line, so that people could have passed it, potentially passed him on the right. But they totally came into my lane and passed that guy. Never a shortage of shitty drivers. Wow. 6:49 on the clock, which means it is 6:53. I really need to get back into trying to organize my living room, because I'm sure the adapter, the mounting bracket for putting a better car stereo in this car is in my living room somewhere. I'm pretty damn convinced of that. Of course, at this point, I have enough money. I just buy another one, but I just on principle, I don't want to buy another one when I know I bought one and it's in my living room somewhere. Can't believe I left my safety vest over there. Actually, I'm not surprised I left my safety vest over there. Every time I sleep over there, I leave my safety vest, and it ends up being an ordeal. Sometimes I end up being an hour late for work because I'm getting here and driving back and getting it. Last time I almost did that, and then I decided to just grab a different safety vest, because I've got almost all my safety vests in the car right now from when I did laundry, because I can't put those in the dryer, they're gonna melt. So I laid them all out on the rear deck of my car to dry, with the sunlight coming through. And they're all still, well, about 3/4 of them have slid from the rear deck to the back seat. But they're all back there. And I'm pretty sure I have a backup, at least one backup. I don't know, I did a half-assed job of cleaning out my bag a couple days ago, so I might not have my spare work ID in my bag. I think I have a spare work ID in my bag, though. But getting an old work ID activated is a mammoth pain in the ass. If that guy was to walk any slower, I can't get with people that walk that slow. I don't even think I have the capacity to walk that slow. Anyway, thanks for rolling with me on the ride while I mumble to myself. I know it was pretty incoherent today, but that's that's kind of how I am today. It's gonna be one of those days. Should be fun.